Hello, everybody. Welcome. Going to wait do maybe a couple more minutes. Sometimes people are a bit late. So just a few words. So we're going to go through a short presentation of Teemant. I'll do a demo showing you how email automation chatbot, chatbot is working. So meantime, I'm going to words about myself. I'm François Montandon, one of the co-founders of TeemantSoft, marketing, sales, and so forth, as well as of operations, and have a long experience in form design from data collection. And a couple of years ago, we started this project, kind of data collection powered by AI, specialized now claims take. So the idea is to go show you a few slides to explain to you semantic thing. And after I go through the demo, so a couple more after we can start. Words, so now it is Mozilla for more quite change a lot the user interface to set up all data collection instructions for AI. Okay, so let's start maybe. Do is first go through fix things, presentation, screen, second. So let's go. So here what matters is automate claims reporting without replacing your existing system. A lot of AI platforms now are proposing you manage claims. That's not our idea. What we do is claims intake automated, okay? And for people who want change or replace an existing, so we are like a gateway between people declaring incidents, okay? They can do it via email, via chatbot, and eventually audio in the future. And for all the information and then ingest that information in your existing information system. So the idea is not to replace what you have, but to add AI, help AI using your existing. So what is happening for very simple claims and support our forms, automated forms and support are already existing. But still in several organizations, 60 to 90% of claims still arrive outside this portal when even client portal is existing. It is maybe consuming up to 30% of the manager time, which collect information, email, feed the information system, take a look at the information, request the information, so forth. Okay. Our idea is just to do it all automatically with the help of AI. So this once you have implemented this, it has several advantages. I mean, what we do during the process is, of course, not only capture information, but validate that information. Databases synchronize with information databases. Also, scan documents. Okay, extract document from those, extract data from those documents, and so forth. Okay, this is always done 24 hours 7 all the time, okay? Specific person declarations, chatbot, mail automation. This, the idea is our AI will kind of process all information, validate, extract, and support, and then inject to your information system a structured file. Uh, so that all claim intake has been processed. Managers can start dealing with the claim. Now, focus on what matters is for the claim and so on up to the permit. That's the first step. In the future, we'll also go over add the claim intake and build up and process. I mean the whole claim to the whole life of the file. Two channels at the moment, essentially mail automation. What we do is an email is if we scan the mailboxes, we extract the information. Uh, if all information is available, then we invest that in information system. If not, we automatically we send back an email sender requesting the information. Mail can be eventually drafted. Manager can have a look at it. I mean, there are several ways to do that, but that's the first way. Or uh, with via a conversational agent, and we do that via WhatsApp, Teams, Google Chat, yes, or via web chatbot. Uh, in some cases, email automation. Here, in some cases, a conversational assistant. Specifically, you have documents that are scanned, or handwritten, and so on. And, for example, your customer does this or fix or take a look at the file and see the OCR or processor data instructed was correct. For example, you would choose conversational assistant. Our philosophy is to use always existing tools. So you see, uh, mail automation is no new mailbox. People still use the Outlook mailbox. And in the case of the conversational assistant, it is done via Microsoft Teams, Google Chat, WhatsApp, or existing tools. Very easy. The claimants don't have to install any new application, stuff or whatever. They just use their everyday chat tool. What is behind this? Okay, different technologies, of course, OCR and reading. So we extract data from files. I mean, also analyze pictures. Okay, we do validation via databases that are synchronized real time with your existing databases. You could, for example, checking if number is in database and address existing, okay, or whatever. Okay. Up to you. Right. All these integration is done via API calls for the validation for the databases as pushing information pushed into information systems. Okay, we use any kind of AI. We are agnostic. We didn't build up our own AI or whatever. You don't need that. Open AI and essentially an AI frank one. And others now come essentially, I think, from also with Grok and different things. I mean, there is no limitation on that. You can any of the platforms. For those in Union, we are GDPR compliant. But is always depending contract you have and customer. So, of course, I mean, this has a number of advantages to use kind of technologies, but keep in mind that, yeah, as I say, depending on the process, people, we can save up to 20-30% of the time invested just in tasks like collecting information, validation, and so on. Okay? So this leaves far more time for complex taxes, complex cases, okay, for the managers. Okay? how we start, I mean, I'll show you after how this is working, but we always propose the same. It's just work on a specific process, either build up a chatbot and show value we can add, or an email mailbox automation, up to you to choose. So in general, I mean, you know which information you need to collect, okay? And I remind you, is our solution is based on structured data. So we always start with the data model. The claim is a data model. You need to get a certain number of information, uh, very accurate format that will be after ingested in the existing information system. So TeemantSoft is a partner that allows us to transform a complex and fragmented declaration process to a simple, structured, and automated journey, generating quality data for the benefit of our customers and our teams. This is what one of our customers telling about TeemantSoft, Teemant platform. So now I think it's time to go for the demo. We'll first check a few questions. Remind you that you can ask questions in chat. Let me have a look. Okay, nobody asked any questions, so we can continue here. But this is a platform, okay? It's a cloud-based, of course. Uh, several of the customers have a dashboard that can be set up. Give you an idea of the help. So we organize by workspaces. In general, one workspace is one process, but not necessarily can host several processes. I mean, the fourth. So here you have some details about the operations. Okay, the operations are the activities. So activities are have designed here agents. Okay, will collect information and can, the activities are in fact like logs. These are an example of a database that is synchronized. Here we'll use the after. We have lists of end users, and here is the core of the thing, is the studio, or design your application. So using a tool like this, a canvas. Okay, so you're gonna add different steps in the process, and the key step is, for example, here in case guide. Okay, so look, can edit the step. This is where you see how we work on the data model base. So we're gonna tell, with the help of AI, provide instructions for all the AIs. Then after we'll collect information, and they will do it, the AI will do it step by step, okay, field after field. So we say here, okay, that's not so important, but we want the declarant full name. Okay, that's an easy one. But here, for example, in this case, an entity, we're going to check if the code is existing in a database and different things. You have here, for example, visions. Okay, I can ask here, what kind of fields this, so how this is working. So we give some time and it's gonna answer. So you have here, okay, so text fields like this is explained in practice. Okay, give details. So the somehow they help when you going to build up these fields here. Help is also integrated here, but as you can see, there is no code or no specific knowledge you need to have. Just give instructions in natural language to the AI. You can provide limits, give accurate instructions, and so on. And then you build up one chart here, step after step. There are different things here. You can see a notification. In this case, an identifier is going to be a number to identify the conversation and so on. Okay. So yeah, okay, you have a test bench here. Yeah, you have the details of the different steps, um, different things. Like for example, these are the OCR instructions. Okay, in this case, very simple one. So you scan, and we ask the system to extract information from the document. You can add, of course, far more fields here, but for demo purposes, only have ask to. So now we'll do the actual demonstration. So for this, what I will do is first send an email. Imagine I'm clearing an incident. So here, an incident. Oh, okay, I see. So we have a mailbox here, okay, where we send information. Email generally comes subject, subject up, up. I have it here, okay, and have text, body, okay, picture, okay, and disagreement and a water damage report. We are thinking, okay, in this case, we're analyzing some kind of structured document, okay. It's often the case, a form that was filled after water damage. Let's send it to them. I'm using email to show a bit of a different interface. So the claimant sent his mail, and what is going to happen is simple. Okay, we are here, so I have Outlook online. Here, this is the mailbox, and we will. Okay, gonna take a while because it didn't arrive, but it's gonna all work with tags. Okay. Once, if all information is available, the all information is available, you're gonna have a tag. Once the thing is done, going to be saying processed or manual review, a different incomplete case. Okay, and this is the case, for example, information is missing, so you wanna receive here an email telling you, yeah, what information you ask. The manager has to ask, and so you also have here, if I give you an example, drafts, okay, like AI correspondence, okay, you just can send here directly this email, okay. All these can be set up, and better you see that I'm sending an email. So let's come back to this box here, AI in progress. So we did give this email. If I take a look here, platform, I go to the activities, I can see that I received this and the time, so correct. Okay, so first step is to the router identified is it a claim or not a claim. Okay, the mailbox, you can have plenty different things. In this case, it was a claim, and here this thing is running. Sometimes it fails. So okay. So if I take a look here, if we send, for example, something that is not a claim, okay, I guess I have it somewhere here. I have some examples, I think. Yeah, incomplete case and manual processing. Yeah, for example, if you send an email with an insurance request, certificate request, so the system has said, okay, AI said, no, that's not an insurance declaration. Okay, that's not a claim declaration, not a claim. So you can go ahead and do it differently. So this thing is still running here. I think it takes always some time. You can have quite long times to process. You have many documents attached, and this is all depending. But anyway, an email you don't need to have. Uh, you don't need to do it in a real time. It's not like a chatbot that can take that long. I'm just waiting for this to be processed. And okay, so should take some time. And when it's going to be processed, I'm going to see here. So, so yeah, processed. Okay, it says it's processed, so should be already done. Just have it here. I think I have the AI processing inbox. Okay, it's being done. Okay, maybe it takes a bit time. Let me refresh one more time. Okay, I'll wait a bit, and as soon as this is done, so or maybe it's too long here. Refresh one more time. Okay, it's still running, so sometimes take quite a long time. So I'm going to take a look. So this, when the thing is completed, it looks like this. You have the activities, thread, the summary, everything that is related, and steps of the conversation, execution. I mean, the logs are very accurate. So let's come back here to the agent activities. Here it is still running. Okay, long. And sometimes the process can be. What we're going to do in the meantime is waiting too much for this. So something now, same thing with the question one more time. Okay, put in a very good mood. I mean, the AI sometimes is a bit long. So let's abandon now the chat. And I'm going to email and I want to show you how Chatbot is working. Okay, so here, waiting here, it's supposed to be processed. Okay, so let's try the to Chatbot. Where is Teams? Okay, and I'm going to show it on Teams. Okay, Teams, like in Google Chat, you just have to install an app that is available on the marketplace. Okay, and then have to connect your Microsoft Teams tenant with our workspace. Okay, and people or several workspaces, and your team here will have access to chatbots, and they have to do declaration. So this, oh, yeah, that. Okay, and I go here, say hello. And yeah, as you can see here, we come back. I have completed here now it's complete. Okay, completed. Okay, it took some time, but this is done. And if I take a look here, the email, you can was complete. So, it's not so much very complicated. People don't have to do that much. Okay. Uh, Here to the demo mailbox, it says processed. Okay. Done. So let's go back now. An alternative is chat. We can do with the chat the same. So I go here, start the creation, and I would like to show you here. So we can say the first thing, okay, like to start the claim declaration. Yes, I want, okay. And here we're going to see that chatbot, and I am running the same idea. In fact, I'm starting here. We take a look at how the instructions are built. It's much more clear with the chatbot. And yeah, guide, okay. And our AI here is following one question after the other. Okay. It's accurate instructions, okay, and you are 100% sure there will be no hallucinations or things like that. And so I need to go check first. I go to this and we're going to pick up, for example, this one here. So what the AI is going to do now, it's going to go pick up, take a look in the database if it's existing, okay. Here to the group, take some time. So it went here and it took a look in this database at the address. Okay, we can take a look here fast. I think it was this one here, and you can see it's exactly same, the same record. Okay, these records, of course, can be synchronized with your existing databases in your existing information systems. Okay, so let me contact. So I say yes, that's a correct structure. Move ahead, and the next step, I think I can say yeah, I say the yeah, only asking date, not to pass the time to. And then he's asking me to upload the PDF. I go here and I will add the damage report, okay? File that looks like this, okay? You can see here, send it first, and take a look. Yeah, or yeah, here, some kind of yeah standard. This is a structured document, okay, but sometimes documents are not structured and things. So we didn't ask the AI to look for so much. Okay, the only thing he has to do was to say which loss type it is was and what are the circumstances of the logs. When to I was scan the document and then the AI extracted the right information. So yes, and yeah, some must like to add specific documents. Yes, I will add agreement. So this one and ask any pressing is just collecting a document. I think at the end he's asking me to take a photo of the claim. Of course, after you would be here at the end of the process. So each time the AI is using a very specific instruction. Okay. And at the end, if there is some mistakes, some issue, you can change. He didn't ask me my email and name because he knows that I'm registered as a user. I will be not registered in the database. Yeah, so he would the AI would have actually my name and so forth. I go here and I want to show you at the end we can send notifications about looks like this, okay? And most important is the kind of files we're sending to your information system, okay? We don't send it usually in mail, but yeah, so we can show how it looks. This is a JSON file, and you have all info here that is structured that you can push into your information system. This can be done, of course, mail via APIs, via SFTP, whatever you want. Okay? But the format, information structured, send to the information system. Okay, so that's it. Wanted just to show you something. This, okay, maybe the channels here. You have the way you manage the channels. Okay, WhatsApp, email, messaging, and so forth. Okay, we also have a web chat. Okay, I think I have it created here. Here, but it's very easy, ready to go. Create a web chat. Okay, there is a number of things to do. You after can change the colors and so forth. Okay, so different things you can do, and so forth. Okay, API access is here. Okay, and so forth. So I think over more or less everything. Okay, it took me like half an hour. That's this demo in French was a bit longer. So I'm gonna take a look if there are questions. Okay, I see no questions. Okay, it took half an hour, so time. You also leave training in that expect because we didn't training. Okay, okay, there are no questions. Thank you very much for attending. Okay, if you have any questions, whether you have several useful links, Chatbot, just can copy paste that. A look at our channel, our website, rest of them. Oh, okay, thank you very much for attending. Okay, and see you next time.